Hey guys, so today I'm going to do the unboxing and overview of the Creative Zen Vision W. So this is a PMP, also known as a portable media player, and it is from 2006. So yes, it's 20 years old. I like to collect a lot of vintage or retro electronics, and this one has always been on my mind because back in 2006 I was on my freshman year of university, and my main music player and video player at that time was the Creative Zen Vision M, which had just come out at that time. So this came out pretty much the same time as the Vision M. The difference being that this is more meant for video, so it has a widescreen display here. It says here a large 4.3-inch display. Yeah, I know 4.3 inches, like in today's world, is quite small. Like phones are like, 6 inches, 7 inches even, right? This is funny, right? Seeing a large 4.3-inch display, but it is significantly bigger screen than most phones of the day. So you got to remember that back when this thing came out in 2006, phones had like 2-inch displays, okay? Like the original Motorola Razr, yeah, that was like a 1.8 inch for a 2-inch display or something like, or 2.4, right? Like a 1.8 inch, 2.4 inch display was what you had on phones back then. So this is like the pre-smartphone era, and 4.3 was a good size for viewing videos at the time. And yeah, I had the Vision M, which was more geared for playing music. It could play videos as well, but yeah, it wasn't so good for playing videos because like the screen is kind of small. It was only a 2.5-inch display. It was kind of like an iPod video competitor essentially. And I kind of lusted secretly for the Vision W as well because I wanted to have a cool video player as well. This one maybe not so good for playing music because it's not quite as portable as the Vision M, but it's better for playing video. It's got that widescreen display and a larger display. Otherwise, I think the stylings of this is trying to follow the Vision M. And yeah, I think back in the day, let me look at the retail price. Yeah, so back in 2006, would have been $300 for the 30 gigabyte version and $400 for the 60 gigabyte version. That's not adjusted for inflation. And I picked this one up on eBay, still in its original box, for $100 US. So yeah, I guess you could say like that's quite a bit for an old device like this, but hey, it's still in the box, which is pretty nice. And I've always wanted to have a nice working player like this. I wonder if the battery is still going to work. Maybe not, but we're going to test it out. So this is the 30 gigabyte version. Yeah, you could get it with up to 60 gigabytes, which was a lot for story movies back in the day, because like the amount of videos and movies you would have put on this were not like the high definition kind, really. Like nowadays you can get like 4K Blu-ray rips, right? But well, actually people are not even really doing that, right? People are just streaming video these days, right, through Netflix. They're not even putting video on devices like this. But for me, I still like to watch movies and stuff offline. I don't really stream much. So yeah, the videos on here, yeah, would not be like from a Blu-ray rip or something like that. These would be like mostly DVD rips that you would be playing on here. So not high definition, basically, because DVDs are like 480p. So yeah, let's take a look here. All right. 30 gigabyte capacity to carry up to 15,000 songs, tens of thousands of photos, 120 hours of video, 4.3-inch high-resolution colored screen display. Now, is that really high resolution? I'll tell you guys the resolution of the display. 4.3-inch TFT is non-IPS. This is predating IPS displays, really. 480 by 272 is resolution. Hardly what I would consider high resolution these days, right? But yeah, 480 by 272 is the resolution with 262,000 colors, just like the Vision M. Yeah, that's basically what you got back then. So we're not talking about very high resolution, nor are we talking about millions of colors like you would see on phones these days. But yeah, 260,000 colors in 480 by 272. That's about as good as what you would get back then for something like this. Stunningly high resolution TV out composite. Yes, I remember the Vision M also having a dock that you can use and having a TV out on that as well, which I did use sometimes. In this one, I wonder if it comes with that. I think you had to buy it separately. I remember the Vision M having to buy the TV out cable separately, but I remember it did have a composite TV out. So if you guys don't remember, nowadays we use HDMI for connection with TVs, but before HDMI, there was, well, component input, but before component input there was composite input, which was the main input used for outputting things onto your TV. It was essentially standard definition, right? Yeah. Compact flash, built-in plug-in view compact flash type 1. Remember compact flash, this is a removable storage, predating SD, of course. Nowadays we're used to micro SD. Before micro SD, and before micro SD there was MMC and compact flash, and compact flash did not carry a lot of data, but that was kind of a standard back then, competing with Sony's memory stick duo and stuff like that. Digital videos, you can I remember Creative and Archos being the main video players back then that supported a lot of different file formats without having to do like a lot of conversion. The thing is with the iPod video, which was a thing at the time, iPod video, you had to convert a lot of your movie formats into Apple's like movie format or Apple's video format, right? MOV is what Apple supported, I remember back then, and you had to convert everything through iTunes and put it on iPod video. So the thing about Creative and Archos back then is that a lot of them could just play all these different video codecs natively, which is nice without having to convert. So yeah, WMV, you know, that's your standard Windows media player format, but you have MPEG 1, 2, 4. MPEG 4, now I wonder, we have MP3 4s nowadays, but I'm not sure if they can play because this might be a different profile. Motion JPEG, which is interesting. DivX 4.5 and XVID, which were quite common for compressing videos back in the day. A lot of video codecs back then with the AVI container. So DivX 4 and 5 and XVID were fairly common, as I remember. I had to dig out some of my old DVD rips to test on this. Removable battery, which is always nice. You don't see that much anymore, of course, but you had that back then. 13 hours of continuous audio playback, 4.5 hours of video playback, bundled with all this creative software. And voice recorder for hundreds of thousands of recordings. Creative Zen Vision M had that as well. FM radio with 32 selectable station settings, something you also found on the Vision M. High-speed USB 2. Yeah, this is predating USB 3, of course. Full line of accessories, colorful menus, supports subscription paper. Yeah, okay. Look at that. Plays for sure. Remember that? That's the Microsoft format that didn't play for sure. Yeah, it's kind of a confusing thing. Audible Ready, Yahoo Music, remember that? MP3 patents, okay, Grace Note. Yeah, made in Malaysia. Well, Creative was a company headquartered in Singapore, so yeah, that's not too surprising. Anyways, I'm glad I have the original box for this, and it has this lovely panda on it. So I remember like watching the advertisements for this back in the day, and I had my Vision M, and I was like, oh man, I want the Vision W because my Vision M is good. It's okay for video, but you know, this is way better for video because you can play your DVDs and stuff in this nice big TV screen. I think this is 4.3 inch. This nice big 4.3 inch display. You know, I kind of want it for that. Now I remember I was like thinking about this or the Archos 604 at the time as what I was competing with. Yeah, I was thinking about either Vision W or Archos 604 Wi-Fi. So those are the main PMPs or portable media players I was looking at the time. Okay, what do you get? Oh, you do get, is this the video cable here? So yeah, you get a video cable. This is a composite video cable. So with composite, you have the RCA inputs for music. This is for audio, I mean. So yeah, usually these two, the RCA red and white, are used for audio. That's the stereo channels, left and right stereo channels, and then the yellow for the video signal. So effectively, these three together make up a composite cable. And you would use it with your composite input on your TV, which is what TVs had back then. And that was standard definition usually. I have Creative earbuds, dirty buds, if you were to go with the dang pods term. Yeah, these are probably not going to be great. Oh, actually not Creative, it's Samsung. Okay. I think because this is yeah, I bought this on eBay, so this is probably not the original packaging accessories that were included. They would have came with Creative earbuds, not Samsung. But anyways, I got Samsung dirty buds with it. Yeah, whatever. Not going to use those. Then I got a mini USB cable. Yeah, mini USB is what it charged with. Which is actually better than, I had to look at the connectors because I remember the Vision M came with a proprietary connector. Okay, and I guess some CDs, right? You know, back in the day when you had to load your drivers via CDs. Yeah, so Vision W, okay, let's look at that, Creative. Oh yeah, congratulations. And it tells you all the what everything does right there. We can take a look at all the ports and everything. Okay, charge your player, set up the software, connect your player to your computer, transfer content, transfer data files from computer, disconnect your player, select your menu language, play music and audible files, play Zencast media files to watch videos. Yeah, should be pretty self-explanatory. Managing media data, connecting your player to your TV, creating playlists, more information, safety, okay. And yeah, other languages. Oh, the CD, okay. Well, you know, I'm not really going to use this because I'll just get the drivers from online if I have to. But, you know, back then, you know, CDs were the way to go to get drivers because the internet was not reliable back then. Creative cares about your hearing, your support coverage. Fill out your Zen, more than $100 in savings. Product information guide. What does this have? Yeah, I don't think this has much. Nah. Okay. Okay. The paperwork there. And this is the charger. Look at this big charger, this nice brick here. And I remember this is probably the same charger as for the Vision M, except so the thing about the Vision M is I don't have it anymore to show you guys, but the Vision M had a proprietary kind of charger. Is similar to like a 30-pin type charger, I want to say, like an iPod 30-pin type charger. But then if you put it on the dock, then it uses this barrel type charger. So it's a little bit weird because the normal player uses like a 30-pin type charger. Well, not really 30-pin, but their version of 30-pin. And then if you put it on this docking cradle, then it uses this barrel charger. So it uses like a different charger depending on whether you're using the dock or not. But yeah, this one is that this one is the same as the Creative Zen Vision M docking charger, which is this barrel charger here. Okay, and we got a carrying case here, Creative Zen. Nice. Okay, let's take a look at the player. All right, here it is. Ooh, wow, this person even stuck a little screen protector on here. Let's take that off. Okay. Yeah, oh man, this looks really good. It's almost like it's brand new, actually. It's pretty good. It's like new. Yeah, so yeah, I did pay more than usual for this online. Paid $100 US, partly because it was in pretty good condition, came with the original box and everything. Now I'm not sure this is definitely original accessory, but the Samsung Buds I'm not sure is original or not. USB cable might not be original either, but for the most part, this looks almost unused, which is great. It's in great condition. So yeah, the 4.3-inch display, which is 480 by 272, 260,000 colors, which is not a lot by today's standards. But yeah, creative. And wow, it's nice to hold this in my hand because it's been, I've always wanted this since I was in university. So really, this is something I've been wanting for a very long time, for 20 years. And I finally got it in my hands. There's a back button right here. I guess this is the menu button to look at the different menu options. Navigational buttons right here and an OK button. So this is different than the Vision M because the Vision M had a touch strip. I actually like that capacitive touch strip, but the W does not have a touch strip. It has just tactile navigational buttons here. And there's play pause in a previous and a next track, or a previous file and next file here. Speakers, I'm guessing right here. That's something that the Vision M does not have, by the way. The W has speakers. That's nice. I think it's just a mono speaker though. Okay, so here we go. That's the little charger that I was talking about, right? That the Vision M also had this little 30-pin type charger. It's not really 30-pin, but it's like their own proprietary charger thing. Then you have the mini USB, which is USB 2. Then on top you have this is to turn it on in a hold. So this is a hold so you don't accidentally press any controls. It will disable that. And then you slide it on the way to turn it on. That's again similar to the Vision M. Then you have the volume up and down right here. Then you have a microphone port for recording. You can do voice recordings on it, which is nice. Again, Vision M had that too. And you have this removable battery on the back. So again, I'm not sure if this holds any charge. To take a look. Yeah, and here, yeah, you have the headphone jack, of course, and you have the charger. Okay, so if I open that, yeah, you have the AV out, which is that composite out cable, and then you have the DC input, which is the barrel charger. So it's nice that I think you can charge it with either this, which is the proprietary charger, or you can use the barrel charger. Because I think this proprietary charger, you can also use a docking station or something with it. You can use some accessories with this one as well. That's why they have two. But yeah, let's take a look at this battery here. This is the same design as on the back of the Creative Zen Vision M as well. It has this like water droplet type of display, which I mean texture, which I do like. And you know what? It's a shame because I know Creative made so many different players. They had the Creative Zen Portable Media Center, which is this kind of similar to this, but it's running Windows Portable Media Center, which was this short-lived operating system designed for playing media. Then they had the Creative Zen Vision, which is not the W version, which is similar to this. And then they had the W, and then they discontinued this in favor of their flash-based players, like the Creative Zen X-Fi and stuff like that, which to me were not quite as good as this generation. I don't think it's only me that thinks that, by the way. I don't like their flash-based players as much as their hard drive-based players. Yeah, and yeah, the next year after this, Creative released, you know, the Zen flash drives and stuff like that. They just put a micro SD card slot that you can input. Okay, I finally got to detach the battery so you guys can see what's underneath. So yeah, this is the removable battery, which is nice because like technically, as long as you have a steady supply of batteries, you can always use this. So it's never gonna really run out of juice, and as long as you have a steady supply of these. So that's a good thing about removable batteries, is that technically, even if you have an old electronics device like this, you can keep on using it as long as you have a good battery to use it with. But I'm not sure if this one's good or not. I'll have to test it. This was made in Korea. Yeah, I'll have to test this. Korea Labs. Okay, so you just, I think the battery connector is just right there. Actually, it's right here. Right, this is a latch. You just slide it in. So on this side of the player, on the left side, you have the compact flash slot. And this is where you can actually expand the storage. So that's a nice feature. The Vision M didn't have it. The Vision W does. So yeah, just the ability to add an expandable storage here is nice. And I believe compact flash, I'm not exactly sure what the maximum capacity is. The ones I've used are mostly small capacities. Like I've used, you know, maybe like 128 megabytes or something like that. But I believe they can go easily over a gigabyte, maybe even like 16 gigabytes. Something like that, the higher capacity ones. I'm not sure like what capacities that this one can fit, but it could be over a gigabyte, you know, and that would be nice to expand it over a gigabyte of storage, maybe 16 or 32 gigabytes. But the compact flash storage I'm used to were for like PDAs back in the day, you know, where 32 megs of RAM or 64 megs of RAM were considered a lot. So anyways, yeah. Overall, it's a nice looking player. It's got 4.3-inch display here, which is considered pretty big for the time. And I guess it still is a big player if you factor in like all these controls and stuff like that. It actually does make it kind of, I mean, it's still very pocketable, right? If you like pretend this is a phone, it's like a thick phone, I guess. It's, yeah, it's still a decent sized display. And if you add in these controls, it's actually decent sized, I guess. But this would have been considered quite big back in the day. So again, the main competitor would have been the Archos players because they were quite good at playing video as well. The 604 is the one I think that would be the main competitor. But yeah, nice having the compact flash expandable storage. This one, of course, you can get up to 60 gigabytes with the built-in storage. And having two charging ports, essentially one's the docking connector and then the other one's charging port, mini USB. Yeah, I mean, you couldn't really ask for something faster. There wasn't anything faster than that at the time. So yeah, overall pretty good. Removable battery, so that as long as you have extra batteries, you can still, this thing can still work even 20 years later. So I'm going to test out the battery on this to see how well it works. But I'll also give you guys a comparison. Now I don't have a Vision M anymore, unfortunately, but I do have iPod video. This is the 6th generation iPod Classic, and I have the Microsoft Zune HD with me as well. This is not the original Zune. The original Zune probably would have been as thick as this, but these were probably more comparable to the Creative Zen Vision M, not the W. The more comparable ones would have been the Philips PMC, which I have. So this thing is a pretty rare and unique device. Looks kind of almost like a mini TV. Yeah, it looks like a mini TV design, and even has like a little kickstand thing right here. Yeah, and it runs Windows Portable Media Center, which is, like I said, it's a short-lived Microsoft attempt at making an operating system for media players. And of course, the main competitor, as I mentioned several times, is Archos, the French company that they still exist, but they're pretty much a shell of themselves. They no longer really make much stuff anymore. They make like basically very cheap Android tablets now, which is unfortunate because back in the 2000s, they used to make probably the best video players on the planet. Very competitive with Creative. Now, I would say in terms of audio, Creative did audio better. That's what Creative's good at. I mean, they were the creators of the Sound Blaster, of course. So they knew their audio better, but when it comes to video, Archos was probably king. And this is our Archos 7. This is newer than the Vision W. It's actually the reason why I didn't get the Vision W until now. Is because the Archos 7 was actually really good. This is better. I just wanted to get the Vision W, you know, kind of for my collection. But you guys can tell that this is a 7-inch display. They made a Archos 5 as well, which is a smaller 5-inch display. Would have been more comparable. I actually owned the Archos 5. I think back then as well. But the 7 is really nice still. It runs Linux. And this one plays a bunch of different file formats, as Archos usually does. Also has a removable battery. One of the coolest things about this one is that it has 320 gigs of built-in storage. I'm not kidding. 320 gigs of built-in storage. That's crazy. That's actually more than a lot of smartphones even today. So this thing held a lot of video at the time because, you know, gotta imagine DVD quality video would have been what you're watching on this back then. 320 gigs, I mean, that's a lot of videos. That's a lot of DVD movies that you put on here. So yeah, if you, basically for video watching, this Archos was king back then. The 604 and then with the Linux generation here. It's too bad after this generation, Archos just went straight to Android tablets and stuff, which aren't, they definitely didn't age as well and they're not quite as good. But this one runs Linux, so this one, you can still play videos on this and it's still pretty good. In fact, I'll probably transfer some of the same videos from here onto here because they're like DVD quality. Should probably play on both. So yeah, that's probably what I'll do. I have a bunch of video files in here. I have some DVD quality movies and shows and anime on here, and I'll transfer over to the Vision W, and then we'll kind of compare them. And yeah, let's compare them. And I know this is not a direct comparison because like I don't have the Archos 5, I don't have the 604. Those would have been more equal comparisons. But the 7 is probably the closest I've got. So, and I've had this for a while. It's such a keeper, especially with this thing. It's like it goes into this DVR station. Then you can record from video input and stuff like that. It's really unique. Something that Archos was good at back then. But yeah, stay tuned, guys. I'm gonna put some videos on here, and then we're gonna compare it. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But I'm glad I finally got the Vision W after so many years. Okay, this is how it looks after I turn it on, and yes, it does still hold a decent amount of charge. As you guys can see, I don't need to keep it plugged in right now, which is good. So yeah, this interface looks fairly similar to the Vision M, except of course you don't have a touch strip anymore, you just use these tactile buttons here. I would say there is this extra compact flash card that the M didn't have, but otherwise pretty similar to me, and really brings me back. So yeah, we can go over each one. So music library, of course, is going to be your music. Now there is some sample music actually in here, so we can take a look. So yeah, this is some sample music already in here. Let's see, it's interesting. Let's go with This Is the Day. Can play that. Okay. And is it playing right now? Okay, let's do full volume here. You guys can hear the mono speaker here. I mean, speaker's not great, but it exists, so that's something. The Vision M doesn't have it. So it's the fact that it exists at all is fine. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, the speaker is just okay, but at least it exists, right? So if you want to show people some movies or music, then yeah, you can do that here. You can rate the song. And then you can do this option here. Seek to set bookmark, view details, look up artists. View details. You can see the year, genre, artist, the bitrate and everything. Play count even. Of course, you can play, pause it, and go to the next track. What is the next track? Let's go. Oh, I think it's on shuffle mode right now. Yeah, so it's like shuffling right now. Long cool woman in a black dress. Interesting. So even at max volume, this is about how loud it gets. It's not too loud. Yeah, but you gotta remember this thing is from the mid 2000s, right? So you don't expect to have very high quality speaker output from devices back then. Okay. So go backward. Do I go to another song? Yeah, okay. Okay, so this is just shuffle mode, so it's Take On Me, I know this one. Pretty famous 80s song. And can you go back? So you can easily select here from the alphabet. Albums, you can go here, right? Albums, artists, yeah. Genres, all tracks, recordings, bookmarks, DJ. What's DJ? Album of the day, random play all. Interesting. If I go album of the day, it's just some random song, right? Okay. Interesting. I don't know that song at all. But yeah, some sample music. Photos, I wonder if there's any sample photos. Maybe there is, yep. Oh, okay. There's some preloaded photos on here. Let's see, let's look at the cat. Alright, let's look at the cat. And we can play it as a slideshow, right? Let's see what it does. Yeah, okay. So if you do it as a slideshow, it'll automatically just... Yeah, if you like that. On. Okay, yeah, I think I've heard this song before. Didn't know this was the name. But yeah, some pictures here. People. Okay, some kids, some babies, oh, some people. Actually, it fits well with the music. I feel like this music is fairly nostalgic. Scenery. Oh. Okay. So you can see the 262,000 colors, which is actually, you know, that's nothing compared to today's OLED screens and everything, but for 2006, this is pretty good. Pretty good color reproduction and stuff for back in the mid-2000s. Okay, let's look at videos. What's TV here? Nova. Okay, TV, those are TV shows, I think. Zencast is something like that. Video, let's just go video. Because there is a, oh, there's a Zen Vision M here video. You guys can see this was the trailer for the Vision M. And I had this sample video of my Vision M as well. And 15,000 songs. Tens of thousands of photos. Hey, remember when the iPod put 1,000 songs in your pocket? Just 5 years later, the Vision M put 15,000 songs in your pocket. Yeah, this was the Vision M, which came in a bunch of different colors. I had the black version. The W is what I am using right now. So, see the trailer for that. Of course, the W is more geared towards playing video. So this is really the strength of the W, is playing video. It can play music, okay. Although the M is probably better for that because it's more compact. But for video, that's why you would get the W, widescreen video. That's what W stands for, right? Widescreen. Yep, it's a TFT display, so it's not going to be as, you have to look at it right on. If you look at it from an angle, it's not going to be as good. It's not an IPS display, so you kind of have to look at it direct on. This is TFT. But that's the LCD technology that was in the mid-2000s, so we can't fault it too much for that. I don't know what else had IPS at that time, so yeah. It wasn't until like 2010 that we got like IPS. So, yep. Okay, so that's video. We've got FM radio for you, especially if you attach, you have to attach headphones to use as an antenna. So that's how you get FM radio on this thing. Microphone, yep. You can speak right here and then record something, extras. So you got date and time, of course. If you want to use this as a clock, you can. Organizer, you can do that. You got some PIM functions actually from PDA stuff. PIM functions. So you got calendar right here. You can look at your events and tasks. Yep. Tasks, your to-do. So you have to use your Creative Sync Manager to sync this. You can't create this on the device. You have to sync it from the Creative Sync Manager contacts. Yeah, so you got some like PDA, PIM function out there. Removable disk. You can configure a portion of the drive as portable storage to use as anything, really. So when you connect it to your computer, you can kind of use it as an external hard drive, which is cool. System, okay, so information, you can see some information about the Vision W right here. Audio settings, play mode, shuffle, EQ off, smart volume, bass boost. It's got something like that. I would recommend putting those off though. Strict volume, speaker auto. What other settings is there? Just auto, okay. So you either turn it off, you can turn the speaker off if you don't want people to hear. Slideshow, video out, transition for the photo video settings, display settings, configure backlight time, brightness, theme. You can change this. There's a couple different themes. I usually stick with the default marine blue. Owner My Zen, idle shutdown, sleep timer, remote, protected content. Oh, okay. You can put some not safe for work stuff on here and protect it if you want. Clock settings, view clock, title digital. Set an alarm. You can have an alarm on here as well. Okay, I didn't know this thing had an alarm setting. Now I never used it for that, but you actually can use this as an alarm clock. Huh, cool. Language reset. Okay. Compact flash card. This is something you don't have in the M, but you can copy from a compact flash card, a pen from compact flash, browse imported pictures, video. Yeah, it's cool that this thing has removable storage, so it's expandable, as well as with the removable battery actually. Oops, I didn't want to play that. Okay, recordings. That's yeah, all your voice recordings are there. Random play all. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it for this thing. Let's see. I just want to check out this one actually. If I use this theme. Okay. New, look at this ice blue. Yeah. I think I'll just go back to the marine blue. I'm just used to that one. It's a little bit weird with that. Okay. Anyways, yep, that's the Vision W. Now I'm gonna add some of my own movies here, and yeah, we can compare it to the Archos 7 and the Philips PMC. So stay tuned. All right, so now let's do some comparisons, and I'm gonna start off with the Philips PMC. So this is the Windows Portable Media Center interface. Yes, it is based on Windows XP. That's why it looks kind of like XP. So I did transfer some videos over, and I do like the simplified layout of the controls as well. Yeah, it's got like volume up and down, left track, previous track and next track, play pause. It's all laid out in a very minimalistic way, which I do like. So anyways, let's take a look. So I have some Family Guy videos here. Let's take a look at this. Like, let's do Lethal Weapons. Play that. And this is the 4:3 aspect ratio. So, oh, maybe that doesn't play. Okay, what about Beck? Beck is also known as Mongolian Chop Squad. It's a Japanese anime. Let's play that one. Okay, this one plays. Let's play it up to max volume here. You guys can hear the speakers on the Philips PMC. Yeah, so if you guys have any standard definition videos, it'll play well on here, because this is really meant for 4:3 aspect ratios, so like standard definition, not widescreen. I mean, standard aspect ratio videos, yeah, which is 4:3 aspect ratio. If we can skip, and there we go. Let's seek a little bit. So the speakers on this is okay. I mean, again, it's not great, but at least you do have speakers. So better than nothing. Oh, cup noodle. So it's okay at playing video. It's not the best, but Philips PMC can definitely do it. Yeah, I just like holding like a nice little portable TV almost. I do like the minimalistic layout here, and the fact that it does have AVN in. So AV in means you can actually plug in something to record from, which is pretty cool. It's a unique thing about this thing. But yeah, I do like how compact it is. Let's see. What else do I have? Oh, Wallace and Gromit. Can I play one of these? Not formatted. Oh, okay. Yeah, Portable Media Center is a bit finicky about the formats as well, similar to like iPod. Let's see, Jimi Hendrix. Can play this. Can't, maybe. There's only 20 stops of volume. Not a whole lot. Yeah, Portable Media Center as an operating system, I mean, based on XP and stuff, but you really do have to convert a lot of video files, else they won't play well. So I guess the only video files you can play on this is the Beck stuff. So yeah, that's the downside with this thing. Yeah, I feel like this, the thing about this operating system is that it doesn't play a lot of video formats. Basically only what Microsoft allows. So yeah, anyways, that is the Philips PMC, and the speaker, yeah, just mediocre, but what do you expect, right? For something like this. Okay, what about the Archos? I think the Archos is actually the most capable when it comes to playing different video formats and stuff, because that's what Archos is good at. In fact, it even plays Flash files, Swift files, SWF, which is nice. But let's go to video here. I think I have a good amount of stuff here because it's 320 gigs. So yeah, you can look at back again. Where we're at, let's just do a direct comparison. We were at like episode 20, right? This is a resistive touchscreen. Sorry guys, not capacitive. That means it's not multi-touch. I mean, this is the days before multi-touch was common. But yeah, the good thing about Archos is that it plays a lot of video formats. It's really good at playing video. And the sound gets pretty loud. So this is max volume. You can hear it's noticeably more louder than the Philips PMC. Yeah, noticeably louder than the Philips PMC.
君たちのコンサートの後始末をしてるんだよってさ。
John Lennon.
シドはかったるそうに拾ってたね。
Sid Barrett from Pink Floyd.
俺、その夢見た後、39度6分の熱が下がってて。
Freddie Mercury.
本人たちがどう思ってるかわからないけど、世の中には奇跡としか思えない出会いで生まれたバンドがある。決して誰でもいいわけじゃない。そいつらしかいねえんだ。おいおい、ちょっと待てよ、俺はそんな夢なんか見ちゃいねえ。
Yeah, okay. Resistive touchscreen, you gotta press hard. But yeah, let's try like a movie. Actually, we got concerts too. We got Jimi Hendrix live at Monterey. Oh, no, not John Mayer. Come on. Okay, let's do live at Woodstock. Okay. Let's look at a movie. What do we got? We got a bunch of movies here. Oh, it's not the right one. Yeah, this touchscreen isn't great. I think it originally came with a stylus. It's a resistive touchscreen. Let's look at oh, the Guardians of the Galaxy. Nope, you got music, but it's okay. I want to play some music. I mean, movies. Okay, fine. Let's do Big Hero 6. It's a great Disney movie. Check it out.
Loved you. That was amazing.
Yeah. That was sick.
It is just an expression.
That's right, buddy.
Yeah, Archos plays videos really well.
Never taking the bus again.
And yeah, I would say that this is probably one of the best media
Your
players
emotional state
at the
has
time
improved.
for playing
I
video.
can
It supports a lot of
deactivate
video
if you say you are
formats.
satisfied with your
Speakers
care.
are decent.
What?
And yeah, the important thing is that you don't need to convert a lot of video
We
formats.
still have to find that
It
guy.
just supports it natively, and
Fire up that super sensor.
I mean, some you did have to pay for, like a plugin or something. But for the most part, supports most video formats, and
1000%
yeah,
increase in
this big touchscreen makes it quite easy. And again, you gotta remember, this is before smartphones were really common, so this actually played videos better than most smartphones at the time, and at a much bigger screen than most smartphones did at the time. It was a 7-incher, right? So.
Whoa, gravity's getting a little weird here, guys. Wait, let's use this. Green blaze of fury. Ha! Devil sign bin. Devil signs are on fire!
Chemical reaction.
back kick, knife hand, roundhouse, hammer fist.
This ends now!
Yeah, plays videos really well. Yeah, I would say that Archos is probably one of the best media players for video at the time. course, you can do music, radio, photos, games, flash apps, and all this other stuff too. TV. Yeah, I can record from video input with the DVR docking station, which is really cool. Also, it's internet. So yeah, overall, it's it's resistive touchscreen. But you know, at the time, for 2008 when this came out, it was really good for playing media. So that's why I still have it. It's actually a really nice media player. Okay, so how does it compare to the Creative Zen Vision W? So let's take a look here. Okay, so I have some of the same video files loaded. Let's take a look. Yeah, Big Hero 6, that's what I played, right? Oh, can't play with this resolution. Has to be the proper resolution to play. I did make sure that this was AVI and everything. Okay, let's play Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs then. For some reason I can't play Big Hero 6, unfortunately. I don't know why. This is supposed to be widescreen, but let's play Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs then. This came out in 2009. Oh, it's not a touchscreen. My bad.
Thanks, Patrick. Okay, everybody.
Okay, let's see what about here.
Hopefully, Sam will look a little more appealing. Steve, we just have to upload the kill code and then we'll shut down the... Oh, what are you doing here?
I've been up here ordering dinner for the last 10 minutes. Why? Is something going on?
I've got to stop the machine. Everyone's in danger because of me.
Oh, it can't be that bad.
No,
Well, I'm out of here.
I can still stop the order with the kill code. Sending kill code.
I'm back.
Got to get the button.
Hey!
It's been nice to meet you.
That's so radish!
About Final Fantasy Event Children. We can play that. Okay, cool. We can play this too. Let's put it right here.
楽しいな。おい、全然だお前らしつこいぞだから母さんを返してくれたらそれでおしまいなんだけどな。お前らどうするつもりだ。ユニオンだろなんだら正気かよ。俺たちは母さんに会いたいだけだ。母さんがな。
Okay, a bunch of action in that one. This one's anime. Gonna Wing Endless Waltz. Nope, can't play that one. But that Jimi Hendrix one, live at Woodstock. Okay, I mean this one supports quite a different amount of formats. Maybe not quite as much as Archos, but definitely more than iPod for sure. So it supports a decent amount of formats without having to convert too many of them. Most APIs should work anyways. DivX and Xlib support. Oh, what happened here? They were really high back then. Okay, let's try, this is actually one of my favorite movies, Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Let's see if that one works. Let's go here. Oh, Chris Evans. Man, this is such a funny movie. I love it.
I'm nothing without my stunt team.
Hey! Ask him how it feels to always get his sloppy seconds.
How does it
Pretty funny.
I'm gonna get a coffee. Folks want anything? No, I just take it. Take it. That's actually hilarious. Hilarious.
Mr. Lee! You're needed back on set.
Oh. Oh.
Prepare. Prepare to feel the wrath of the League of Evil Exes.
League of Evil Exes?
You really don't know about the League? The 7 evil exes coming to kill you, controlling the future of Ramona's love life?
No.
Oh, hey, listen, man, don't worry about it.
Really?
Yeah, let's go get a beer.
It's great. Oh! You are a pretty good actor.
I'm going for the Oscar this year.
But are you...
Oh man, it's a pretty good movie. TV, of course, we're gonna watch the same back movie. Let's see. So that was episode 20. Check it out again.
That's 確かあいつ2週間後にオーストラリアから立ち寄るって言ってたよな。決めた。レオン・サイクスに直談判するぜ。おばちゃんもよろしく。
おばちゃんって私は佐藤和夫よ。面白かったね。エディかっこいい。マットどう？なんか怖いかも。でさ、歌ってた子誰？ユキコは聞いたことないよ。あつこも。クレイトフルサウンドに出るの？まあな。ベルアームっていう新人バンドと組むんだけどさ、秋にはアルバムも出るよって。歌手。すげえじゃん。さてと、なんか食べようよ。あ、俺パス。付き合い悪いな。龍介君の怪我が心配だし。なあ、今ね、映画見てたとこ。じゃあ、今から魔法、この前の店で江口さんと高見洋平と国吉千恵美がいるって。あそこの特製サラダうまいよね。確か小雪は国吉千恵美のこと CD 全部持ってるし大ファンです。あれ龍介の怪我が心配って。あんなの唾でもつけときゃ治るでしょ。悪いんだけど一般人はお断りってことで。じゃあ
You can go stretch to full,
龍介
which
によ
will
ろ
look
しく
like
な。
this. I don't recommend it. That looks a bit weird. So, oops. Yeah, stretch to full looks a little bit weird. Zoom to full also looks a bit weird as well. I mean, this one looks better than stretch to full, at least. I always do fitness schools, so. Yeah, let's see. Family Guy. Swick.
He won't mind. Well,
Of course, it's a parody of
Princess
Star
Leia,
Wars.
are you prepared to tell me what you've done with the stolen Death Star plans?
All right, Lord Vader, you win. I've hidden the plans in one of these 26 briefcases.
Okay. I'm feeling number 14. Let's go with number 14. Oh, it's okay. I'm just happy to be on TV. All right, take her away. Okay, here's another one. Who would you rather do? Jabba the Hutt right after a shower or a service droid?
My father was a service droid.
Hey, where you going?
You can kiss the lower part of the back of the canister that is my body.
Yeah, as follows episode 4 of Star Wars: A New Hope.
Oh man, this looks like the wrong neighborhood. Oh boy. It's okay, R2. Calm down. Be cool. I ain't done nothing to antagonize nobody. What, a droid can't walk down the desert no more? I got rights too. Who's there?
Sandcrawler. Oh my god. Grey Poupon? Yeah, of course, Grey Poupon joke. Yeah, I knew it was gonna happen. Death Star.
Any attack made by the rebels against this station would be a useless gesture, no matter what technical data they've obtained. This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. That is fantastic. Terrific work. So no weaknesses at all, huh? No. You hesitated there. Is there something I should know? No, it's virtually indestructible, like 99.99%. Okay. Wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask what's the .01. Well, I mean, there's this little hole. It was kind of an aesthetic choice by the architect, and if you shoot a laser into this hole, the station blows up. Whoa. That sounds like a pretty big design flaw there. No. The hole's only 2 meters across.
Well, that's no bigger than a womp rat.
Exactly. And even to get within range of it, you have to skim along this whole trench. It's not a big deal. But I mean, can't we board it up or, put some plywood over it or something? Well, that would look terrible. I mean, we got to think about resale. Resale? What are you talking about? This property is right above Sunset. The value's only going to go up. Lord Vader, your inside references to the Los Angeles real estate market haven't given you the clairvoyance to turn a profit on that condo in Glendale, nor has it... I find your lack of faith disturbing. That property is in a prime location, 20 minutes to the beach, 20 minutes to downtown. There's nothing to do downtown.
Enough of this.
Oh man. Okay. Anyways. Yep. Overall, I think I would say the Creative Zen Vision M is nice for watching video. It's not quite as good as the Archos. I think speaker Archos is a bit better. Archos plays a few more formats. Actually, I haven't, like, for the formats for the time, I haven't seen the Archos not being able to play any format, whereas the Creative Zen Vision W still says something like, oh, format's not supported sometimes. It still plays more formats than the iPod for sure, but compared to the Archos, I still think the Archos is probably the better video player overall, but for music and video as a totality, I think the Creative Zen Vision W is good. I mean, I think music playing is better on the Creative. And for videos, yeah, it's almost as good as the Archos. Not quite as good as the Archos 604 or the Archos 5 or 7, but it comes close. So yeah, overall, pretty nice PMP for the time. 2006. You got to remember, right? For the time, it was definitely, like, smartphones were just coming out at that time, right? There you got Blackberries and you got Nokias and stuff like that. Windows mobile devices, right? So they didn't play media files as good as this thing did, and this thing had a bigger display than a lot of them did. So yeah, overall It's a pretty good choice for the time, especially if you're coming from Creative Zen Vision M, you want to get a player with better widescreen support for videos, then this is it. You know, the M only had a 2.5 inch display. This is a 4.3 inch display. It's obviously better for playing videos. So yeah, I think at the time maybe the Archos 604 was still better for playing videos, but as a good balance for playing music and videos, I don't think the Archos was as good for playing music. So as a good balance, you know, middle ground between playing music and videos, I think the Creative Zen Vision W was a pretty good choice for the time. So yeah, maybe it didn't play as many formats as the Archos did, but the music was a bit better. Like the quality was a bit better than the Archos. I don't think the Archos was as good for music. The Creative is a bit better for that. So anyways, yeah, Vision W, guys. Yeah, I think it's for 2006, pretty solid for the time, especially with the compact flash support and the removable battery. Not a touchscreen, but you know, it's still nice. You know, it plays a lot of good videos and stuff for the time. Maybe not every single video format, but most of them, right? Spider-Man 2, one of my favorites. Let's see, it plays that well as well. Oh no, this one audio format's not supported. Okay, so it's not playing any audio, unfortunately. So yeah, not quite as good as the Archos in total support of the formats. But you know what? Still better than the iPod at the time. And let's see if it plays this one well. Yeah, this one plays well. Yeah. And you know, most DVD quality videos at the time will play well enough, I would say.
Dad, we can't see the movie.
Can't believe we're paying to see something we get on TV for free.
Yeah. Well, anyways, it will play most video formats of the time fine, not everyone, but yeah, not quite as good as Archos in terms of support. But in my opinion, it does play music better, a little bit better than the Archos does. So anyways, Creative Zen Vision W, if you guys are looking for a vintage portable media player, you can check it out. Because for the time, I think it was pretty good, especially if you're coming from a Vision M. So that's it, guys. Let me know what you guys think of the Zen Vision W. Yeah, I've always wanted this ever since it came out back in 2006, 20 years ago. Yep. So anyways, finally get to check it out now. All right. Let me know what you guys think. It does have a lot of good extras as usual, right? The FM radio, microphone, and everything. So compact flash is a nice addition as well for expandable storage. So, and yeah, I would say that I would definitely prefer this over iPod video for the expanded display and everything. Not quite as good as the Archos 5 or 7, but still better than the Philips PMC. I prefer this to any of the Windows Media Center devices, because like those are quite finicky with the video formats. This one is a little bit better on the video formats compared to the portable media center devices. Again, not quite as good as the Archos, but close, I would say. So you don't need to convert quite as many formats like you do for PMC devices or Apple iPod devices.